Hi guys, I have a reformer class for you today using a dowel. So go ahead, grab a dowel. If you guys have a reformer where mine does not, but if you have a reformer where your straps clip on and off, you can clip your dowel to your straps. Just note for all of the exercises, if you do have one that clips, I would suggest going to a lighter spring instead of a heavier spring that I'm going to be on. I'm just going to take it through my straps today. So again, if you guys have a clip that you can unclip your straps, clip your dowel to, clip your dowel to the straps, and then go a little lighter. So go ahead, grab your dowel. We're going to get started on a little bit of a heavier spring today. So a red and a blue, which is going to be one heavy, one medium spring on my balanced body reformer. Foot bars are going to go all the way down. And then don't forget, before we get started, like, share, subscribe. You guys can leave me those super thanks. And then I so appreciate all of the support. So thank you so much, you guys. I always love the comments, and I love the comments on Instagram as well. So grab a dowel. We're going to get started lying down. Again, if you guys have the straps that clip on and clip off, I would go to a lighter setting for springs, like a red and yellow, or a heavy and a light. Again, I'm on one heavy, one medium, one red, one blue. We're gonna reach behind us and grab our straps into our hands. Now, when we grab our straps, it is up to you guys if you go long loops through or if you go short loops through the dowel. Long loops will be lighter for your arms. Short loops are gonna be a little heavier. I'm gonna do short loops. And then if you guys are keeping the straps on like myself, the straps are going to be on, if you have a dowel with the hardware, straps will be on the insides of the hardware, hands will be on the outsides of the hardware. If you guys just have a wooden dowel, have your straps about a little closer than shoulder distance out, and then hands are going to be about shoulder distance away. Now, when we grab the dowel, it's going to be right over our chest. We're right into our neutral spines, and then our knees are going to go up into a tabletop position. Legs are zipped together. Now, on an exhale, we're going to press our arms down to our thighs, and then we're going to inhale, return back up. Exhale, dowel down to the thighs, and then inhaling as we return. Now, range of motion to start is going to feel very limited just because the legs are in the way. Eventually, we'll add in a little more range of motion. Again, we're exhaling to pull down, and we're inhaling to return back up, feeling our lats really engaging as we press. And then again, inhale, return. Exhale to pull down. Inhale up. Let's go for two more. Think engaging those low abs on the exhales. And then when we come up, we're going to pause. Now, knees stay up in our tabletop position, legs stay zipped together. We're going to add in a little more range of motion. So as we press our arms down, we're going to exhale, extend the legs out to a challenging level, and then we're going to inhale, return back in. Exhale, press, extend the legs. Inhale, return. Our bra lines stay heavy. Abs are drawing into our backs when we reach out. And then we inhale to return. Exhale, press, extend. Inhale, return. Again, bra line anchored, neutral spine the entire time. Feel those lats and low abs engaging as we reach out. Let's go for two more. Exhale away, inhale back, and then last one. All right, now once we come back in, we're gonna relax the feet. Feel free to give ourselves a little stretch, and then we're gonna add in ab curls. Now, just a reminder, guys, if the necks are ever an issue, keep your heads down. If your low backs are ever an issue, extending your legs out, you can have them go higher up to the ceiling, or you don't need to go into a full extension. You can always just keep a micro bend to your knees. So arms are going to go up, knees are up into our tabletop position. Again, if the necks are an issue, keep the heads down. We're going to exhale, press our arms down, nod, curl, extend the legs out to a challenging level, and then we're going to inhale, return back in. Exhale, press, curl, extend. Inhale, return. Again, I'm going to think drawing my abs into my back just to help protect my low back when I reach out. And then inhale back. Again, you guys, if the low back is ever an issue, legs can go higher up, or you can keep a little bend to your knees when you come up and down. Let's go for three. Inhale, return for two. And then last one, press, curl, extend, return. Okay, now we're gonna pause with the arms up to the ceiling. Knees are still in our tabletop position. The next time we curl up and extend the legs, we're gonna hold and we're just gonna move our arms. So we're gonna exhale, press, curl, extend. Stay here, just lift the arms on an inhale. Exhale, pull down. 5 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Again, if the neck's an issue, heads go down. If the low backs are an issue, legs go higher up. You guys have 1 more, up. Exhale down, bend your knees, return, and feel free to give yourself a little stretch. You can always sway the knees, hug them, stretch them, and then we're gonna move into our triceps. So same series, elbows are gonna be bent into our sides. If you want more range of motion to start, you guys can bend them more so that the dowel's right over your chest. Knees are up into our tabletop position. They're gonna stay here. We're gonna exhale, just press the dowel down to the thighs. Inhale, bend, exhale, press, inhale, bend. Now at any point, guys, if this is too heavy, you can always change your straps. If you're through your short loops, you can go to the long, or you can change your springs. We inhale to bend, exhale, draw those abs in as we press. We're just gonna go for 2, and then last one, really feeling those triceps. Now we add in the legs, so we press, extend the legs out to a challenging level. Inhale, return, think scoop into the low abs. Same thing as before. If you feel this in your low back, the legs need to go either higher up or you can keep a little bend to the knees. It really helps to scoop into your low abs to help protect your low backs. Inhale, bend. Let's go for 3. Draw those abs in and up for 2. And then last one. Then once we come back, relax our feet. Feel free to give ourselves a little stretch. We're gonna add in our ab curls with these. Again, on the last one, you guys, we're gonna stay in our curl, stay with the legs extended, and we'll just do tricep press. Elbows bent into our sides, knees tabletop, neutral spine. We're gonna exhale, press, curl, extend the legs out to a challenging level. Inhale, return, press, curl, extend out to that challenging level. Inhale, return. Again, those bra lines stay down. Neutral spine the entire time. Abs into your back. Chin towards the chest as we curl up. Return. Let's go for 2. All right, now this last one, we hold out. Just bend the elbows, press. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Give me 4. Draw those abs in. Try to stay in your curls. 2. Last one. All right, return back down. Now, if you guys aren't through the short loops, I would go short loops around your dowel. Again, if you're clipped, I would go a little heavier if you guys are clipped to the rope. So I would go onto a red and a blue if you're not already clipped on those springs. Heavy, medium. We're gonna take your feet onto the dowel, which might be a little challenging because your foot bars are down. And then it's gonna be up to you guys. If you go onto your toes, balls of your feet, arches or heels, whatever feels best in your feet. Legs are gonna be up just as high as we can hold our neutral spines. Feet are gonna be as wide as the straps. We're gonna exhale, pull our legs straight down towards our springs, and we're gonna inhale, hinge to come back up. Exhale as we pull down. Inhale, hinge back up. And then just thinking, as always, when we lower, our bra lines are gonna stay anchored. Our abs are drawing in and up. And then as we hinge to come back up, sacrum stays nice and heavy. So we're not collapsing into our low backs. It's an exhale to pull down and an inhale to hinge. Again, I'm gonna think drawing my abs in and up my spine as I pull down. And then inhale, hinge back up. We're gonna go for 2 more. And then last one. Exhale, lower, and then inhale, hinge. Now, the legs are gonna go down to a little lower than a 45-degree angle. From here, without losing our neutral spines, we're gonna bend our knees in. Straps, you guys, are gonna help keep your knees in line with each other. And then we're gonna exhale, press out. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press for our squats. Again, straps are keeping the knees parallel rather than going out to the side. So make sure your knees stay on the insides of the loops, parallel with each other. And then as we bend in, nice, heavy sacrum. We're keeping that space in between the low backs and the mats. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. This is our warm up, and then we're going to make these a little more challenging. Exhale, press. Let's go for 3, 2, and then last one. All right, then when we press out, pause. We're gonna hinge at the hips, bring the legs up just as high as we can hold their neutral spines again. Slide your feet so that they're right next to each other. Now, the right foot stays on the dowel, left knee goes up into our tabletop position, small bend to the right knee, so micro bend. We're gonna exhale, pull the dowel down with the right leg, and then inhale, hinge. Now again, these straps, you guys, are gonna help keep your legs in line. So as we pull down, the left leg should be on the inside of that strap. It's an exhale to pull, and then an inhale to hinge and come back up. Getting into the back of the leg and the glute. Again, I'm keeping a micro bend to my right knee, and with that small bend, I'm gonna engage my glute and my hamstring just a little more with that bend. If you guys have a straight leg, it'll be a little less work for glutes and hamstrings. Again, we're exhaling to pull down, inhaling to hinge. Back of the leg into your butts. Adjust the dowel at any point if you need to. We're gonna go for 2 more. Exhale to pull, inhale, hinge, and then last one, down and up. Now we're gonna lower the leg down to a little lower than a 45 again. Lift your left heel up a little higher. So when we bend the right knee, the dowel goes underneath your left calf, and then we're gonna exhale, press out. Inhale, bend, exhale, press. Again, adjust those feet if you guys need to. Bend and stretch. Straps keeping those knees in line with each other. They stay parallel the entire time. And then our pelvises are staying nice and still. So just bending at the hip, extending. Inhale, bend, squeeze your glutes to extend. Think right where your butt connects to your leg. I want that glute max to fire. Let's go for 3, 2, last one. Okay, then we're gonna bend in. We're gonna take the left foot back on. We can push out. Again, the legs are right next to each other. Adjust your feet if you guys need to. They're gonna go up just as high as we can hold our neutral spines. Right knee tabletop, micro bend to just a tiny bend to that left knee. Exhale, pull the left leg down, and then we're inhaling to hinge, come up. Exhale to pull down, inhale, hinge. Again, we're getting right into the back of the leg, hamstring, and then that glute. Again, as we pull and hinge, straps just kind of rubbing on the outside of that right leg. And then I want to think my pelvis is just staying in that same spot the entire time, so it's not shifting or moving around. Let's go for 4 more with that left leg pulling down and up. Okay, this is the last one, all the way down, all the way up, and then we're gonna go down to a little lower than a 45. I'm gonna lift my right heel up just a tiny bit more. When I bend in, the dowel should go underneath my right calf. Exhale to press, inhale, bend, and exhale. Again, as we push out, things squeeze your glutes. Keep those knees parallel with each other, again, the entire time. And again, when we bend in, we're maintaining that neutral spine. So as always, never collapsing into the low backs. Inhale, bend, squeeze your glute to extend. If you guys can't feel it in your butt, tell your body to use right where your butt connects your leg. I want that glute maxifier, so it's not just all in your quad and your hamstring. Let's go for 3, 2, keep that pelvis still, and then last one. Now when we push out, pause, take both feet back onto the dowel, Legs are gonna go up to the ceiling. Low backs can be flat. I'm gonna grab my rope, give the straps a little bit of a tug, stretch out the low back, the backs of legs. Again, low back can be flat here. Okay, we're gonna take the straps into our hands, set our feet out in front of us. We'll take the dowel off. You guys can hang your straps up and just set the dowels to the sides. Okay, so when we hang our straps up, we're gonna sit off to the sides and we're gonna move into footwork. For footwork today, we're gonna do a little alternating bilateral and unilateral work. So foot bars are gonna go up to the starting position. I'm gonna go 3 reds and a yellow spring today. So I'm gonna do 3 heavies and 1 light. Again, we're gonna alternate bilateral, which is both legs, unilateral, which is single legs. Up to you guys. You can always just do 3 heavy springs to make it lighter. Or if you really love to work your legs, you can do 3 heavies and a medium, or you guys can go fully loaded, up to you. Again, I'm on 3 heavies and 1 light. We're gonna lie down. And then once we get down onto our reformers, we're gonna start with our toes and balls of our feet onto the foot bar today. They're gonna be parallel with each other. All 10 toes should be on. Sits bones distance away. So remember, that's just about a fist distance away from each other. And then we're settling back into that neutral spine. We are going to exhale to push our carriages out today. And then we're gonna inhale, bend to come back in. Exhale to push, inhale back, press, bend. We want to think evenly weighted throughout all 10 toes so we don't have any pronation or supination of those feet where we roll out to the baby toes or into the big toes. Push, pull. My sacrum is staying heavy, pelvis stays still, shoulders evenly weighted, and then eyes are looking straight up to the ceiling so head doesn't nod right or left. We're going to go for 2 and then last one. Exhale out, inhale back. Now, when we come back in, the right toes stay on the foot bar. Left knee goes up into a tabletop position. We're gonna do 3 presses with the right leg and then 3 presses with the left. Again, we're gonna exhale to push, inhale back, exhale out, inhale back. Last one on the right. Then when we come in, we're gonna pause, left toes on, right knee tabletop, 3 pushes out and in, exhale, press, inhale back. Last one. When we come in, we're going to go back to the right toes, 3 pushes. That is our pattern, you guys. 3 on the right, 3 on the left. The idea for single legs is that we're trying to maintain that nice, steady pelvis so it doesn't shift from side to side as we push out and in. So 3 left, 3 right, 3 left, 3 right. Evenly weighted throughout all 5 toes. My bra line is staying heavy. My pelvis is staying still. Feeling that quad work in here. Again, we're exhaling to push out today. Inhale back. Now we'll do one more series with the right leg pushing out 3 times. One more series with the left leg pushing out 3 times. And then when we finish our last one on the left, we'll come all the way back in. All right, then we're gonna go both arches of our feet onto the foot bar. Again, parallel, sits bones distance, nice neutral spine. We'll exhale, press out with both legs. Inhale back, exhale, both legs push, inhale back. Since we're exhaling to press out today, think everything is engaged when you guys push away. So legs fire, abs fire, resist the spring to come back in. Exhale to push, inhale back. Let's all go for 3 more in the arches. Last one. All right, then once we come in, we're gonna pause. Right foot stays on, left knee tabletop. We're doing 2 this time. So 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Exhale away, inhale back, exhale out, inhale back, switch to the left. 3 on the left. Then we go back to the right arch for 3. Again, or sorry, 2. We're on arches, you guys, for 2. Now, we're making it just a little more challenging for pelvic stability with doing 2 sets. So we have to switch a little sooner, challenging our pelvis a little more. Again, it's staying nice and still in the same spot the entire time. Exhale, push, inhale, resist, exhale, push, inhale, resist. 2 on the arches. Feel those quads and your glutes and your hamstrings. All right, let's do 2 more pushes on the right, 2 more pushes on the left. So we all have 1 more set. So last set, 2 on the right, 2 on the left. And then once we come in, pause in, take the heels onto the foot bar. Parallel with each other, sit bones distance away, both heels stay on. We'll exhale again to push out, and then we'll inhale, bend to come back in. Exhale, press, inhale back. I'm really feeling those quads stay. Think abs draw in to your backs. On our exhale as we push out. Press, resist, press, resist. Something that I want you guys to think about too, when you push out, imagine that if the foot bar is the floor, your feet are flat on the floor. So a lot of times what I see is the toes kind of curling with your body. Think feet are flat as you push out and in. The toes don't go with you. Let's do 2 and 1. All right, then once we come in, we're gonna pause. Right heel on, left knee tabletop. We have singles this time. So 1 on the right heel, come in. Switch to the left heel, push out and in. So we alternate heels, 1 per leg. Exhale, push, inhale back. Now, since we are switching, every time we come in, that's gonna make it a little more challenging for our pelvis. So again, you guys, think sacrum heavy, pelvis stays still as we go out. Resist in, push out, resist in. Feel those quads. Think squeeze your glutes. It's an exhale to push, inhale to resist. Let's go for 6. 3, no sway from side to side in those hips. Last one with the left. And then once we come in, we're gonna pause. Whew. Okay, last thing, we're gonna take our toes, balls of our feet onto the foot bar, all 10 toes are on. We're gonna push our carriages all the way out. Nice high heels, let's go into a run. We'll bend 1 knee, lower the opposite heel, and we'll take that run at our own pace, whatever feels best in your bodies. Just think nice high heels. I am still trying to keep that pelvis still, you guys. Working that articulation of those feet is gonna help to keep that pelvis from swaying from side to side. 3, 2, 1. We'll lower both heels to stretch. Okay, then we're gonna lift the heels up, bend to come in, and then once we come back in, we can sit off to the sides. Okay, when we sit off to the sides, we're gonna put our foot bars all the way back down. We'll go onto 1 red, 1 blue spring, which, as always, you guys, on my reformer is 1 heavy and 1 medium. So my red is heavy, my blue is medium. I'm gonna grab my dowel again. Headrests are gonna be all the way down if you guys have them up. Legs are going to go through your headrest or your shoulder blocks. Now, if you guys have a reformer where the shoulder blocks rotate, you can rotate them if your legs don't fit nicely. If you don't and your legs don't fit nicely, you can always cross 1 leg over the other. Grab your straps off the pegs. It is up to you guys if you go long loops or short loops. Long loops are gonna be lighter, short loops are gonna be heavier. I'm actually gonna change my springs. I'm gonna go 2 heavies. We're gonna go into some arms. So up to you guys, you can go a heavy and a medium or 2 heavies. I'm gonna go 2 heavies with mine today. And then again, long loops lighter, short loops heavier. I'm going through my short loops, just get a little more work in arms. So we're gonna move into our arms. Palms are rotated to the floor. Dowel should be parallel to the floor. The dowel should be lifted about chest height. I want you guys to think you're sitting up nice and tall on top of your sits bones. We're not leaning back. We're not leaning forward. We're gonna pull the dowel into our chest, elbows go wide, and we're gonna inhale, extend. Exhale to pull, inhale, extend. Now, while we are here, I want you guys to think you're sitting up nice and tall again, right on top of those sits bones, evenly weighted throughout your sits bones. So those two bony landmarks in your butts. Abs are drawing into your backs. Imagine that there is a string on the crown of your head. It is lifting you up towards the ceiling out of your hips. And then again, no hinge back, no hinge forward. So if there's a wall behind you, your spine's just flat against that wall. Exhale to pull. Inhale, return, pinch those shoulder blades together. Exhale, pull, pinch. Inhale, return. Trying to get right into those rhomboids with that pinch. Exhale in, inhale, extend. All right, we're gonna go for 3, 2, and then last one. Okay, then once we extend, pause, flip your palms up to the ceiling. Arms are gonna stay nice and long. Again, you guys are still sitting up tall on top of your sits bones. Bicep curls, we're gonna exhale to curl, inhale to extend, exhale to curl in, inhale to extend those arms long, making sure that we don't get pulled forward into a protraction of the shoulders. So shoulders stay down and back. Exhale to curl, inhale back. Now, same thing, evenly weighted throughout those sits bones. Abs into your back. There's a string on the crown of your head. It's lifting you up towards the ceiling. Curl, extend. I'm keeping my elbows away from my ribs so they're never being pulled into my ribs here. Let's go for 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. Okay, then once we extend, we're gonna pause. We are going to take off one of our springs, so we're just on one red one now. So one red spring, you guys. We're gonna rotate our palms back to the floor, one heavy spring. Palms are back to the floor. Watch for this one that we don't get that lean back. We're gonna move into deltoids and traps, so tops of the arms and shoulders. Sitting up nice and tall, on your exhale, the arms are gonna go straight up to the ceiling, and then we're gonna lower back down. And then as we lift those arms up, we're making sure that the shoulders are staying down into the ears. So when we lift, the shoulders don't shrug up into our ears. We lift up, the shoulders stay down your backs, head stays in the same spot, spine stays in the same spot. Range of motion, you guys, is going to be a little different for everyone. So you might not be getting up as high as I am, or you might be getting higher than what I'm getting. Deltoids, traps. Let's go for 3. Again, make sure you're not leaning back when you lift up. And then last one. And down. Okay, when we come down, feel free to give the shoulders. Next little roll. We're going to make sure that we have at least a palm's width away from us in the backs of our carriages so that our sacrums can roll down. Hands are going to stay on the outsides of the dowel. Moving into your roll downs, we're going to inhale today, tuck the pelvis, send the tailbone to the heels, and then we're going to keep inhaling as we roll down into the sacrum. So the lowest part of my back is going to get down, and then on an exhale, I'm going to curl all the way back up and just sit up nice and tall. So again, we're gonna inhale, tuck the pelvis, send the tailbone towards the heels, roll down into our sacrums, exhale, curl all the way back up. Make sure when we come up, you guys are stacking your spines, drawing your shoulders down. Inhale, tuck your pelvis, roll down, exhale, scoop into the abs to come back up. Now, a lot of times, you guys, I see people doing stuff like this. This is not a roll down. You do not want to go all the way back. You want to think, tuck your pelvis. We're staying up in a little curl. So imagine you're in an ab curl here. Eyes are always looking to your core. They're never looking back. And then we're scooping and coming back up. So again, tuck the pelvis. Send your tailbone toward your heels. Low back gets down. I'm staying in that little curl. Eyes are looking to my core. Exhale to come back up. We're going to do one more. Okay, once we come up, we're going to pause at the top. We're adding in our arms with this. Same 3 arm movements that we just did. Chest pulls, bicep curls, our deltoids and traps. Palms are gonna stay rotated to the floor. We're gonna tuck our pelvis, roll down about halfway. So not as far back as we were before. Stay here. On an exhale, we're gonna bend our elbows wide, pull the dowel into our chest. Inhale, extend, 8 total. Exhale, pull. Inhale, extend. I want you guys to think more of an ab workout than an arm workout here. Exhale, pull. Inhale, extend. We have 3. We want to keep that tuck of the pelvis. Wrists stay long. Last one. And then we're going to come all the way back up. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to flip the palms up to the ceiling next. And then we're going to move into bicep curls. So I'm going to tuck my pelvis, roll back down about halfway, stay here. Exhale to curl. Inhale as we extend. Again, the elbows, you guys, stay away from the body. We're doing 8 total. Exhale, curl. Inhale, extend. I have 4 more, keeping that tuck of my pelvis, sending my tailbone towards my heels. Last one, and then come all the way back up. Okay, last thing, we're going overhead. Palms are gonna rotate to the floor. This one, we might not get as far back, you guys, just because we're in our roll downs. So just know you will most likely not be able to pull your arms as far back as they were before. Arms are gonna be long. We're gonna tuck our pelvis. Again, send our tailbone towards our heels, roll about halfway back or a spot that you guys feel comfortable. We're gonna exhale, lift the arms up towards the ceiling, return, lift up, return. Again, 8 total. So we have 6 more. Keep that tuck, keep those wrists long. Shoulders go down every time the arms are up. All right, I have 2 and 1. Ooh, okay. Come all the way back up. We're gonna take off our right strap, hang it back up, and then we're gonna go the long loop through the dowel now instead of the short loop. We're still on the left. Now, if you guys do have any shoulder injuries, I would suggest changing to one medium spring instead of this heavy. If you are clipped, again, you guys are going a little lighter today, you can stay on one medium spring instead of one heavy. If you guys are like me, heavy spring. This is a lot of shoulder work. We're gonna sit off to the right side of our reformers, and then we're gonna kneel on our reformer facing the left side. Okay, so when we kneel, the right leg, you guys can be set up against the shoulder blocks. The strap is gonna end up now by your right hand. And then if you have a dowel with the hardware with these eyelets, you guys are going to point them up to the ceiling. If you just have a wooden dowel, it does not matter for you. So if you have these, you guys point them up to the ceiling. Strap should be by your right hand. Long loop. We're gonna grab the dowel with both hands nice and wide, and then we are going to rotate to the right side of the room. The dowel is gonna be parallel to the floor. We're gonna have some slack in the strap. That is all right. We're gonna pull the dowel into our chest. Then from here, we're gonna rotate to our foot bar. We're gonna press our arms out away from us, bend our elbows wide, rotate back to the right, extend the arms out. Again, we will get slack. We pull to the chest, we rotate from the spine, not the shoulders, you guys. Push out, bend wide, rotate back to the right, extend center. So that is our movement. We're gonna keep going here. Now, what you guys don't wanna do is that when you rotate, you're rotating from the shoulder. So if you can see me, my right shoulder is lifting up. I'm leaning into the side. We don't wanna do that. We rotate from the spine. That right shoulder should stay down. We push out, we bend wide, we rotate, we extend. So it's a pull, rotate, push, bend, rotate, extend, making sure that that shoulder stays out of the ear. We're gonna do 2 more like that. Exhale, inhale all the way back. Now on this last one, you guys, when we exhale to rotate, we hold here. We bend our elbows wide, we exhale, we press. So we stay in the rotation to the left. Right shoulder stays out of the ear. We still are rotated from the spine. Bend wide, exhale, press, wide, press. We should feel that work in that right arm, right bicep deltoid. Give me 2 and 1. Come back to the center. Step out in front of you very carefully. We're gonna stand on the floor and face the reformer, the back side. So face your strap side, not the foot bar side. You guys are gonna have your left foot forward, your right foot back. So we have a nice stagger of your feet. Now, if you want this heavier for your arms, step a little further back to your foot bar, lighter, walk a little further forward. I'm staying on my long loop, you guys. If you want it heavier, you can always go short. Palms are still rotated to the floor. Dowel's gonna lift a little lower than chest height. We're gonna exhale. Bend your elbows wide. Pull that dowel towards your sternum. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull. Inhale, extend. Think again, pinch your shoulder blades together as we pull back. Extend, abs are into your backs. Think nice, straight spine. So no arcing or hinging back, no getting pulled forward. Shoulders are down out of your ears. Exhale, pull. Inhale, extend. Let's do 4, 3, pinch those shoulders. Last one. Okay, then we're gonna take our strap off, hang it up onto the peg. We're gonna kneel, face the other side. Now, again, I'm gonna set up with my left leg, you guys, up against the shoulder blocks. My knees go all the way forward. Grab your strap. We're gonna take the long loop. If you guys want it heavy, you can always do short, onto your dowel. Again, if you have the hardware but you don't have the clip, flip your hardware up to the ceiling. Hands are wide, palms rotated to the floor. We rotate to the straps. The dowel, you guys, should be parallel to the floor. We exhale to pull into the chest. We rotate from our spine to rotate to our foot bar. We press out, we bend wide, we extend when we come back. So we pull, rotate, push, bend, rotate, extend. Again, the rotation comes from your spine and not your shoulders. If you are rotating from the shoulders, then most likely that left shoulder is going up into your ear and forward. We do not want that. Bend, rotate, extend. Pull, rotate, push, bend, rotate, extend. We have 3, keeping those left shoulders down, working from those obliques to rotate. Now this next time we rotate, we hold to the foot bar, we bend our elbows wide, exhale, press, wide, press. Dowel is still parallel to the floor. Our spine, you guys, is still rotated to the foot bar. A lot of work in that left arm, into that left bicep and deltoid. 3, 2, stay in that rotation. Last 1, come all the way back. Okay, carefully step out in front of you. Keep the strap by your left hand. This time we have the right foot forward and the left foot back. Stagger those feet. Arms long, dowel parallel to the floor. Again, if you guys want it heavier, step a little further back towards your foot bar. We're gonna bend your elbows wide to pull, extend, wide, extend. Shoulders, hips, you guys should be parallel to the wall out in front of you. Exhale, pull, inhaling as we extend our arms long. Pinch those shoulders. Pull, extend. Shoulders stay down and back. Wrists stay long. Give me 4, 3, 2, and the last one. Okay. We're gonna hang our strap back up onto the peg. We're gonna set our dowels off to the side, you guys, you're done with them. And then our foot bars are gonna go back up to the starting position. We're gonna go into feet and straps. So 2 heavy springs. Don't go any heavier than that today, you guys. So just 2 heavies, which is 2 reds on my reformer. We're gonna lie down. Headrests can start up if you guys want them up. Otherwise they can stay down, but just know eventually they will need to go all the way down. We're gonna grab our long loops. They're gonna go onto our feet. And then once we get our straps on our feet, our legs are gonna go up just as high as we can hold our neutral spines. Now, from here, we're gonna go into external rotation or Pilates stance. Heels are together, toes are turned apart. On an exhale, we're gonna lower our legs down towards our springs, and then we're gonna inhale, hinge at the hips, come up. We exhale to pull down, we inhale to hinge, drawing those abs in and up. As always, when the legs go down, the bra lines of the ribs stay heavy. When the legs go up, the sacrum stays heavy. So your butt does not lift up off the carriage. Exhale to pull down. Inhale, hinge. Let's go for 2. And then last one. Okay, now we're gonna lower the legs down to a little lower than a 45-degree angle. We're gonna stay in our neutral spine, moving into frogs. We're gonna inhale, bend our knees for a frog. Exhale, stretch the legs out. Inhale, bend. Exhaling as we push out, keeping those heels zipped together. Bend and exhale to push. Two more. And then last one. Okay, from here, if you guys have your head rest up, they're gonna go all the way down. Don't worry about your neutral spine. We're gonna go into some short spine massage. So we're gonna keep the heels together, toes turned apart. We are going to inhale to push our legs out. From here, on an exhale, we're gonna let the legs go up to the ceiling. Low back is gonna go flat. The legs are gonna keep going up, 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 up. So the spine comes up. My legs are pointed slightly back to behind me. And then ideally, I want your carriages to click all the way home. If you guys can get them home, you're gonna bend your knees, frog your feet in, then keep your feet over your eyes, and then roll your spines down. Keep looking at your toes while your spine goes down. And then when you can't go down anymore, then the heels go back to your glutes. So we're gonna inhale, press out. Exhale, go up and over with those legs. Try to click your carriages home if you guys can. Bend your knees, frog in, keep your feet, lose your seat. Roll your spines down. And then again, when you can't anymore, heels to your glutes. Inhale out. Exhale, go up, over as high as you guys can go. If you can't get this high, just get up as high as you can. Bend your knees, frog. Keep the feet, roll, lose that seat. Press out. If you guys need a little help, you can always take your hands behind your butts to help get you up. And then you can roll down from there. Let's do 2 more of that short spine. Up, over, bend frog, roll those spines down 1 bone at a time. Heels to your glutes. Last one. Exhale, up and over. Try to click those carriages home if you guys can. Bend frog, roll your spines down, and then stretch those legs. Okay, from here, we're gonna bring your feet parallel with each other. We're gonna have the legs up just as high as we can hold our neutral spines. We'll open them wide out to the sides. We're gonna press them down and around, zip them together, hinge to come back up for leg circles. So just finishing off with those circles. As big as you guys can get them, open up those hips. We'll do 2 more in that direction. And then last one. All right, then once we come up, pause, we're gonna reverse. So we go straight down, open wide to circle around and back up. Exhale to lower, inhaling as we circle those legs around and up. Again, neutral spine the entire time. Nice big circles to open up those hips. Let's go for 3, 2, and then last one. All right, then once we come up, pause. We can lose our neutral spine, give ourselves a little stretch. We're gonna do 1 more stretch after this. So let's take those straps off of our feet, hang them up onto the pegs, and we're gonna sit off to the sides. Does not matter what side, you guys. We're gonna finish with 1 red or 1 heavy spring on your reformers. If it is too heavy, you guys, for shoulders, go to 1 medium or 1 blue spring instead. I'm gonna go a little heavy, so we're gonna fold over our foot bars. When we walk in front of our reformers, we're gonna push our carriage out. Think heels are gonna stay anchored, hips are gonna stay back. We're gonna drop our chest down in between our arms. Give it a nice big stretch here. Again, heels anchored, hips back, chest down in between the arms. Hold. All right, then we're gonna round to come back in. From here, right hand stays, left hand goes in front of your right. You're gonna push out, lean into the left side of the body just to try to stretch out that left side. Round to come in, Same thing on the left. Both hands over to the left, push out, lean into the right side. So we're trying to find length in the right side of the body here. Round to come back in. Okay, both hands back onto each corner. One more press out. Hold yourselves out here. Again, heels anchored, hips back, chest is down in between our arms. Then we'll tuck our pelvis, round through our spine to come back in. One vertebrae at a time, we're gonna roll our spines up. When you guys come up, give your shoulders a little roll back. You are all finished. I hope you guys enjoyed that dowel workout. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You guys can leave me those super thanks. I so appreciate all the support, you guys. Thank you so much.